went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, no matter how many times I see the video, I'm going to scream. I'm going to bust out laughing. I'm going to hoot and holler. Did y'all see how my bitch just decked her dead in her shit? Like when I'm talking rocked inside, my bitch got rocked inside. And what lesson did we learn here, class? If you talking shit, you're gonna get hit, okay? Like period, point blank.
What are you doing? Go to the hospital.
Y'all have to realize you cannot interact with people in real life how y'all be typing on these internets, okay? Because the thing is, you will get rocked inside. My girl gave you ample chances to have a peaceful back and forth, but once you start talking crazy, I have to sock you. You have to get punched because that's the only way that you're gonna realize that what you did is crazy.
Mental issues.
Of course, the first time I saw this video, I was on Twitter, and when I seen it, I literally just retweeted it and said, laugh my ass off, rocked and socked their ass. Little did I know that that tweet was gonna get 11 million views and people was going crazy. Now, the good thing is most of the folks were kind of like feeling the same vibe that I was feeling. Now, of course, everybody can't be happy, and so we did have some of those trolls, and some of them probably wasn't trolls. Some of them was like real actual folks that were in the comments mad and upset about what happened. Some of them took the respectability politics route, talk about, oh, we should never resort to violence, use your words, da 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 da. Okay. Other folks, of course, you know, they jumped straight to the racism, which was so interesting because nobody in the video is white.
Girl.
Now listen, I'm not in the business no more of helping people change their minds. I'm not gonna have no peaceful conversation with you. You gonna think what you think, do what you do, and you just gonna have to get dealt with how you get dealt with.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
But for me, what I will say is that folks have to realize that if you start talking shit, you will get rocked inside. And that's just what you have to deal with if you're willing to put out these harmful things into the universe. You just have to be prepared to realize that once you interact with the right bitch, you're gonna get rocked inside. That's all that I have to say. You're getting rocked inside. You can type all the paragraphs you want. You can call us as violent as you want. You can say all of the stereotypes you want. None of that stuff has changed after all of these years, and it never will change. Think what you want to think, do what you want to do. Just know, if you interact with the right person, you're getting rocked inside. And that's it. That's what we need to normalize around here. We need to normalize justice, okay? We need to normalize that every action has a reaction, okay? We need to normalize that your behaviors come with consequences, okay? A, B, C. Antecedent behavior consequence. You're gonna get rocked inside. That's what's happening.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
Now, don't get me wrong. I am not advocating for violence, but what I am advocating for is for people to realize that your behaviors have a consequence. If you do something, something might happen because of that. And you just have to be prepared for whatever that is. You cannot invite somebody for an interview, bamboozle them into a debate, and then get upset when they react to how you twist their words up. You should never did that in the first place. You were not in good faith trying to have that interview on the street. You had your motives and got upset when homegirl was not answering the things in the way that you wanted them to be answered so that your narrative can play out. So what you did, you misconstrued them words, you twisted it up, and bitch, now you're busted in the face. Like, that's just what's gonna keep happening, because y'all have to realize this spin that you conservative folks are trying to do, it's not gonna happen no more. We're tired of it. People are seeing through the bullshit, and it's time to realize that if that's what you want to do, just be prepared. You might want to go to a Taekwondo class. Like, I don't know what you might need to do, but you need to leave Pilates alone and go boxing or something, because you're gonna get rocked inside. Now, what's so interesting is that people are saying that the interviewer had got punched because of her opposing views. That's not why she got punched. She had opposing views the whole video. They disagreed the whole video. She did not get punched for her disagreeing with the other person. She got punched because she tried to play and twist them words up and say something that my girl did not say. And that's exactly what they do on Fox News. That's exactly what they do all over Twitter. And that's why they're like, oh wait, people are punching us because of this, we need to make sure that we put a stop to this. No, we're not normalizing that. We're gonna normalize busting bitches dead in the face when they get crazy.
Ambulance.
Like, that's what we need to normalize. And I don't know if y'all know it or not, but the way things are normalized is by seeing that more and more people agree with them. So that's what I did when I tweeted my things. I had to make sure that the viewpoints that I think that we need to be normalized are actually normalized around here. So all of those bots and all of those white supremacists and all of those trolls that were trying to bring up all of these stereotypes and say that violence isn't the answer, you're getting hid. I'm hiding those replies. You're not speaking that over here on my page, because over here we're gonna normalize justice. Over here we're gonna normalize equity. Over here we're gonna normalize stop fucking playing with me, bitch. That's what we're normalizing over here. So I hear all of those replies. If you want to get unhid, $100. You have to pay $100 to get your comment unhid. And that's only because I know that this is a capitalistic system, and you know we got to make money around here. So if you want to act crazy underneath my comments, you have to pay. You're gonna have to pay. Outside of that, we're hiding those replies and we're gonna celebrate what the fuck we're normalizing. So with that, let's go to these comments and let's just talk about some of my favorite replies, because I'm so sorry, y'all. I watched the video at least, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I watched it at least 300 times. Like, I can't even conceptualize how many times I watched the shit, because it was just on loop. I just kept looping it, and I bust out screaming and laughing every single time. Because yes, my thing is, hell yeah, bust these bitches in the face. Like, we have to start rocking and socking hoes, especially when they start to play with us after we've given them time after time to get it together. So that's exactly what happened, and that's what I want to see more of. This is what I want to see, okay? We have to make sure that this is normalized. So let's go to the comments and see who else was on the same tip, because yes, hell yeah. The comments, Savannah, the comments are not on your side, okay? One thing about those comments, girl, you fucked up. First off, this one right here, I live for a two-piece. Enjoy every bit of it with my bitch head bopping. Cause why did my bitch head bop so motherfucking far when she got shot? Like, I don't know, y'all. You have to watch it in the slow motion, because when she got hit in the face, the head, I can't even control it. Like, it was just so crazy. Like, yes, hell yeah. The next one, I need to see the full video. I gotta know what got her there, because she was pissed. And I had to say, my bitch had enough of no love. Like, my bitch had enough of no love. She started off the video, she was nice, she was peppy, she was up, she was ready for an interview, right? Because you said you're gonna interview her. You started the interview, flipped it around on my girl, and now she turned into a WWE wrestler because you playing so much. We was playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the middle of the street because you wanna twist somebody's words up. And then gonna start crying after that? No, just stop playing with people, okay? She signed up for one thing, you gave her something else, then you got two-piece, bitch. Like, you're at Popeyes, okay? You might wanna go to KFC next, because that's all you're getting out here is two pieces, okay? You have to stop playing. Like, what? And I'm sorry, my bitch said, got Kim Fields nicely. Why would they get Kim Fields nicely? Why would my bitch Kim Fields get got nicely? Kim Fields. And no shade to Kim Fields, because you know, we like Kim Fields for the most part. But why would they get my bitch nicely? Did y'all see the blood coming down the face? They said that it was giving Trilla tears because the tears was like clearing out the blood, but she just left it on there so that she could take her picture. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Let's keep scrolling through the motherfucking comments. Let's see what else is going on, because when I tell you, somebody said chopped and screwed her ass. Okay, you've officially been chopped and screwed. Screwed, chopped and screwed. Bitch, you're out of here. You're done. You're fucked up. What is going on? Somebody said, hey, I heard the Kendrick bing bop, boom bop, bing bop, bam. I saw it. Y'all gotta stop playing so much, but shit, we gotta normalize it. This is how we normalize this behavior. I want everybody to go to the comments and say just how much you loved it. Like, we need to normalize this shit because the trolls and the white supremacists, they be normalizing they shit all up and down the timeline. We're normalizing this, okay? You're getting socked. Okay, what else? What else had me screaming? Somebody said, is this video 1 hour long? I said, girl, it's been 2 for me. Okay. It was on loop. It's really on loop. Like, come on. Somebody said, bitch, I love a good knuckle sandwich. Love. Okay, love a knuckle sandwich. Somebody said, not rock them soccer robots, bitch. I said, did you see how she was throwing them bitches? Doom, doom, doom. When I tell you, my bitch was not playing. Like, stop playing. Like, don't ever say I said no shit I did not say. You're gonna get rocked. I'm talking rocked. Okay, did you see that? Boom, that's how this shit was. Boom, that's how it was. She got rocked for talking shit. Like, stop playing. Like, dead ass, I thought my bitch was Floyd Mayweather. Like, what? She was in the middle of a convo. I never seen no bitch get busted in their mouth mid-sentence like that. Like, she couldn't even finish her words. Like, bitch, stop playing. What? Stop playing. Fuck out of here. You're done for. Somebody said she hit her with the oomps oomps. I said a gruesome twosome. Okay, she hit that bitch with a gruesome twosome. Ooh. That is a gruesome twosome. Fucked her up. Damn. I'm sorry. She decked my bitch. Dead in her shit. Oh my God.
That's the point. What I'm saying.
Bitch. Yeah. Like, come on. So, long story short, I think the moral and the message that we need to learn here is stop playing with people or you will get rocked and stopped. You can write all of the long paragraphs you want talking about how black folks are so violent and people are living up to the stereotypes saying, oh, Democrats this, liberals that. You can talk until you get blue in the face.
You can tweet till you get blue in the face. I don't care. She can have whatever she wants. Because that's my mama.
We don't care. You were gonna say those things anyway, so you might as well say them while you getting your ass beat. Like, that's exactly what's gonna go down, and just know that we're here to normalize this behavior, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's going down, okay? So from this point on, you might wanna watch your mouth, and if you don't, just get ready to be rocked and socked. We playing rock and sock 'em robots, and that's it. What the fuck is going on? What? And we're out of here, bitch. What? Toodles. All right, y'all. So I know I said toodles, but I had to come back because I get back on Twitter and I see that we's not the only ones fighting, okay? Oh, what? Now, there was this woman who went to the hands-off protest and my bitch got hands put on, okay? Let's just see what the fuck is going on.
That's gone wrong.
Why would he get up there and slap my bitch like that? Did he know her? What is going on? Let's go to the comments because he really slapped her like he knew her. What the fuck is that her husband? You know they be slapping each other. Is that her husband? What is going on?
I want to know that. Okay. I really want to know that.
Now let me just say, once again, I'm not saying that this is right and I'm not saying that it's wrong. All I'm saying is behaviors have consequences, and if you do something, something might happen because of that. Granted, we never know what's gonna happen because of our behaviors, but you have to be prepared for whatever might come your way based on how you decided to act. And in this instance, my boy got fed up and slapped her dead in the face. Like, did you hear the crowd gasp? Like, the crowd was in disbelief. Like, huh? Let's go to the comments and see what the fuck they got going on. Because already comments starting off crazy. And see, this is why I have implemented the $100 unhide fee because the comments is just really just getting so crazy. Like, the bots is filled to the brim over on Twitter, y'all.
Like I'm fed the fuck up, like literally.
This is why I hide the comments, because they don't need no free publicity over on my shit, okay? Ain't no free nuts. Niggas better get your cheese up. Fuck is going on?
Y'all bitches is on drugs. Y'all need to leave me alone.
Now let's scroll through these comments to see what's going on. Now these comments are so serious. Now yes, we know men is not supposed to hit women, but that's not the topic at hand right now, right? He was wrong for slapping her down to the ground, but my girl was also wrong for standing and screaming on that stage like that. Now that that's out the way, why do y'all be flipping stuff around in these comments like this? Like, what does this have anything to do with the tolerant left, right? Like, you're literally making that up. You don't know if that man is on the left or the right. All you know is that he was at the hands-off protest because he's tired of Trump like everybody else. And then even on top of that, nobody even said that the tolerant left has to be tolerant of folks who are overtly violent. Like, why would you think that somebody would meet you with loving kindness if the only thing that you bring to the table is violence and oppression? Why would anybody do that? And like, my whole thing is, did y'all not see his shirt? My boy clearly said, I am the weapon. Like, he gave you hoes a warning long before the slap even happened, and nobody thought to do nothing. You see this big burly man walking around at a protest in a shirt that says, I am the weapon, and nobody gonna stop him. Where's the police? At every protest I've ever been a part of, it was police everywhere. Where's the police? You done slept my bitch down to the ground. She's getting escorted off the stage, and there's no police to be found. Why was no police there?
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
You wanna know who else wasn't there? No black folks. Now, I'm not gonna say that this is a correlation versus causation type of thing, but it wasn't no black folks there, meaning it wasn't no police there. Why is that? I know why. You bitches are racist as fuck. Clearly the police was necessary, or else my girl wouldn't have got on that stage and then she wouldn't have got slapped. Like, where is the police? Why is they not doing their job?
This is crazy.
Do they only do their job when it's black folks around? And even then, they not even doing their job they supposed to do.
And I had to deal with that. So I don't give a what nobody think about nothing I got going on.
Y'all didn't let this woman get beat up on the stage at a protest, and there's no police nowhere to be found, and y'all just gonna escort the woman off the stage after she done got slapped to the ground. Y'all really let this man slap this lady on stage like she was Chris Rock and he was Will Smith, and nobody's doing nothing.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Y'all damn near had Will Smith hanging from the box office when he slapped somebody on stage. What is going on?
Girl, what's going on?
I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but New Orleans versus South Africa might be one of the biggest diaspora wars I've ever seen in my life. It's getting crazy.
Oh no, girl!
So the South Africans have been made aware that there's a Zulu parade that goes on in New Orleans every year, and they are not impressed by what they see. And they're saying that y'all is in blackface, they saying that y'all is being coons, and they're saying that y'all is being disrespectful. It has been going down on the timeline for at least 2 days. Just black on black crime everywhere, okay? People was pulling up screenshots. They saying you ain't got no culture. They saying that you live in mud huts. They calling you slaves and cotton pickers. It's literally just stuff just going just so crazy. And what's so mind-blowing to me is that ultimately everybody is just dumb.
Okay, now wait just 1 second, glasses.
Everybody is dumb. The South Africans saying that black Americans don't have no culture is dumb. And then the black Americans that's not listening to the grievances of the South Africans and then trying to explain that they do have a culture by listing out names such as Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks, you're also dumb. Like, everybody is dumb and nobody knows what words mean. And that's just really the main thing going on here.
You're a dummy, bitch.
Now, as a black American, I can say that there are times where we need to take a step back and like realize the privilege that we have just on a global scale, right? Granted, within our own country, we are very oppressed. We like live under the boot of white supremacy. However, when we look at the world as a whole and the status of black folks around the world, black Americans do have a lot of privilege compared to other groups of black folks. And I think that that's probably one of the main grievances with other black folks in other countries and how they view us, right? That's why they call us colonizers, and that's why they like say that we're privileged, right? Because ultimately to them, we absolutely are. And I think that that's okay for us to kind of acknowledge that, but still also acknowledge that we are also an oppressed people.
But you gotta, You just gotta be strong, I guess.
But I will say that that's really hard to do when folks around the world are telling you that you don't have a culture, when that is literally the culture that makes the world go round. Everywhere we go, Black American culture influences everything. Every international trip I've been on, I've encountered pieces of Black American culture that I would have never thought that I would have. Why am I in Sweden and I hear rap and hip hop playing? It's literally no black folks there. Why am I in Barcelona and I'm walking into restaurants and people are asking me, am I Tupac? Like, I've never been anywhere and somebody asked me, was I a South African rapper? That has never happened to me. Now, granted, I know it probably is some rappers down in South Africa, but I don't know them. Folks around the world don't know them. So why would they know Black American rappers? I don't know. But I will say, for folks to be in conversation to say that black folks don't have no culture is very interesting. And like, I don't just want to simplify Black American culture simply down to music when it's so much more than that. I've made plenty of videos on it, but Black American culture is the food you eat, the way you speak, the verbiage that you use, the movies you watch, the music you listen to. Literally, Black American culture influences everything around the world.
Oh shit! And y'all will sweep that shit right under the fucking rug.
If Black Americans don't have no culture, why is the YNs over in South Africa wearing Timbs and sagging their pants? If Black Americans don't have no culture, why do I see South African women with their edges swooped? Where did you get edges swooped from? Who have you seen swoop their edges? If Black Americans don't have no culture, it should be no reason why y'all over there wearing Jordans in the mud huts.
Why would she say that?
I just don't get it. But I will say that some of the memes that the South Africans was putting up was very hilarious. Cause what you mean you gonna put up this meme of black culture and you got a basketball in there, you got a chicken wing, you got a gun, you got my bitch with her ass out, you got watermelons, you got Kool-Aid, you got some weed, and then you got an unk in the pyramid. It's like, why would y'all just throw all that in there and then got the nerve to have the shade room in there? The shade room is ran by an African. So if you mad at the shade room, I don't know who you mad at, cause it ain't Black Americans. But this meme, why would y'all turn into white supremacists like that? Like, every stereotype that the white folks have told you about us, you're literally believing all of it. And that's probably one of the most mind-blowing things to me. Like, throughout this whole situation, the folks that need to be targeted, the folks that's impacting all of our lives, literally are nowhere to be found. We're fighting each other. Over what? Over calling somebody a cotton picker and a slave and telling folks that they live in mud huts and they eat bugs and flies? Like, literally, what is that fighting solving? What has that changed for our situation or even the situation in South Africa? What has that changed? Nothing. The white farmers still about to take y'all land, and we over here still fighting for rights, about to get shot by the police. Like, what is going on?
What is going on?
Regardless of what side you're on, whether you're on the South African side or you're on the New Orleans side, if we all take the time to realize that we all have the same common enemy that is inflicting most of the injustices that we see around the world and start to strategize against them, then maybe we can have some real progress. But all of this in-group fighting and all of this black on black crime is nothing but a white supremacist dream. Like, they love to see y'all going crazy on the internet. And that is just really not helping none of our plights, for real. Now, granted, I don't think that globally there's this whole state of like black unification around the world. I don't believe in that, but I do believe that there is still work to be done to really target the systems that's impacting all of our lives, and fighting over who was a cotton picker versus who lives in a mud hut, it's not doing that.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomatoes.
Now, at the end of the day, folks can do whatever they want to do, and this is a time to fight, but we need to make sure that we're choosing our fights wisely. And by the looks of it, we all got bigger fish to fry.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
And that's all I got for this weekend tweets. I'll catch y'all next week. Toodles.
Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.